Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make split coconut jello. This recipe technique creates a jello with the top portion being solid and the bottom portion being clear without having to make two separate layers. Continue watching if you'd like to see how this is done. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos. You can also check my page on Facebook, Cooking by Zoe. To begin, in a large pot, add in 4 cups of room temperature water or cold sink water. Add in 2 boxes of unflavored gelatin, which is 1 ounce each for the boxes. Each box contains 4 envelopes. Add in granulated sugar. I am adding in 1.5 cup. If you see my other video, I added 1 1/3 with my previous video, but because in this recipe I'm using a different coconut milk, which is less sweet, I am adding 1.5. You can add less or more depending on how sweet you want your jello to be. Whisk these together to combine and try to dissolve. Add in 1 teaspoon of coconut essence. This is optional. Add in 1 can of coconut milk, which is 400 ml. Avoid using coconut cream for this recipe as the split layer will not turn out well. Place your pot of ingredients over the stove and cook this over high heat until it boils. Once you see bubbles and it starts to boil, remove from the heat immediately. As you can see, the pot is starting to boil, so turn off the heat and remove from the stove. Let it cool down for 5 minutes before pouring them into your tray. Here is a pot of ingredients, and these are the trays that I'll be using. You can use any type of tray or molds that you would like. Pour the amount you would like into the tray or the mold. I recommend about 1/2 to 1 inch, but it's all based on your preference. And again, for this recipe technique, you're not going to be making 1 layer at a time as shown in my previous video if you've watched that. For this recipe, pour in the total amount you would like for your jello into the mold or tray. And then you're going to add in the food coloring of your choice. These are the type of food coloring gel that I am using. Once you have mixed in your coloring, you're going to keep your tray or mold at room temperature for 1 hour before placing in the refrigerator. Here, I'll show you how your gelatin splits while sitting at room temperature. This is how it'll look at the beginning. This is about 15 minutes while sitting at room temperature. This is 30 to 40 minutes while sitting at room temperature. And this is 1 hour after sitting at room temperature. The layers have not split completely in half, but as it sits in the refrigerator, it will split a little bit more. This split occurs because when the coconut is cooked over high heat, it becomes light, and coconut contains oil, so in liquid it will float to the top. After 1 hour of sitting at room temperature, place your jello into the refrigerator to firm for 5 to 6 hours or overnight. After that, remove and then cut them into the portion size you would like. And as you can see, the coconut has split in half, with the top layer being the coconut solid layer and the bottom portion being the clear jello portion. Cut this into the desired that you will like. This is how I am cutting my jello for today. For those that are wondering, if you avoid the 1 hour at room temperature and immediately refrigerate your gelatin, you may still be able to achieve this split look, but if your refrigerator is too cold, it will firm up quickly and then the jello will not split. Here is the finished product of my jello. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and you'll give this recipe a try. If you'd like to check out my other video, again, I will link that down below. Thanks for watching.